Hey everyone, here we are at the start of a new game series. I mentioned this one back at the end of the Ocarina of Time series, but I'm here with Roxie.
Yo.
And we're going to be jumping into Nier Automata. This is one of my favorite games. It came out in 2017, and it quickly became one of the most loved experiences I've had. So how much do you know about it, Roxie?
Well... What I know is that, like, the developer of this game, the main guy, he has a... I almost said he has a hat on. No. He has, like, a full-on, like, head thing on all the time.
Yep.
And, I do know that, like, a lot of people were like, why does the main character's butt, like, why is it so prominent? And he was like, I really like butts. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And also that, like, he was annoyed, like, not annoyed, but, like, playfully annoyed at a conference when they're like, oh, yeah, the composer is, like, so amazing, blah, blah, and he's like, this is my game, pay attention to me, kind of thing.
Yep, I think I remember
That's literally
all
I
that.
know. Yeah.
Well, the best way that I sum up this to people that ask about it is it's a game about sad robots.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah. Really, that's all you need. Those are the two best things to have in a game. Sadness and robots. So, we'll go ahead then and jump right in. I'm glad you're unspoiled on this because there's a lot here that's really great to see as a first-time reaction, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of that from you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get in.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is also a very existential game, by the way. Very much about the nature of existence and what it is to find meaning in life.
Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can. Understood.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they don't hold back.
12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
So we start off here with kind of a vertical shooter type segment. This isn't the main mode of gameplay, but they swap back and forth between this and the third-person action stuff on the ground quite a bit. It's a fun way to shake things up every now and then.
Yeah, I'm already unsettled.
Yeah, they don't hold back on killing people off.
Sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage. Permission granted.
So for a tiny bit of backstory that they do end up going into later, we're embroiled in a millennia-long war against invading machines that were constructed and brought here by an alien race ages and ages ago, and it's just been pretty much a stalemate between the two for millennia.
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep, just two left.
I kind of like this. It kind of reminds me of, God, what is that game called?
I'm not sure because there are a lot of games that use this style. So
well, I mean, arcade-wise. Like,
yeah.
Permission to assume mobile configuration. Permission granted.
Starts with A. If it's just Alien Invaders, I swear to God.
I don't think it's Alien
Oh
Invaders.
shit! It's a mecha?
Yep.
Oh my god! Yo, okay, this is sick.
It's awesome. But yeah, it swaps back and forth between the... Oh. And that's the last of them, by the way.
4B down.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, the flight units swap back and forth between just the straightforward, head up to the top of the screen, vertical or sometimes horizontal fighter style, and the more free roam stuff like that.
And begin gathering data on the local terrain. Understood.
So wait, so which one are we controlling here?
This is 2B.
2B, okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gesundheit.
You may leave my sneeze in there.
It's an adorable little sneeze.
Thank you!
Yep, so you can hear it switching into a horizontal shooter instead, so more like your defender or your...
Yeah, this was so smooth.
Yeah.
That transition.
They do it a lot. It's really cool. Oh yeah, we've
Sorry,
got...
I fucking love the move.
We've got melee as well, not just shooting.
Oh man, sick. Level up!
Yep, it's also level-based systems.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
The gameplay is just amazing in this. I don't normally pay a lot of attention to gameplay in games, but it's just so well done.
Yeah, you usually just like enjoy the game.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back! Mechas, baby! Fucking love that move.
We've got some even better moves later in these segments.
Ah! I like how you're just trying to tank the laser as you're trying to just attack.
Yep.
Heavy damage and top laser
Oh.
And this is 2B.
Activating short-range attack gear.
Nice.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
You know, I've seen many cosplays of this, I just didn't know who this person was.
Yep. I think she has to be one of the most cosplayed characters on the internet at this point.
Absolutely.
With
But
the
I mean,
design, though, I can't blame anyone for that.
Yeah, like, now I have to, like, even if I don't actually, like, officially cosplay this, I need this outfit.
This would be a great couple cosplay for you and Ambi once you see her partner.
Ah, okay. Also, big swords.
Yes. Swords and lasers. So these projectiles, you can see the melee weapons can also be used to destroy them, just like they could in the flight segment. So it's kind of a neat balance there. It's another way to defend yourself. This is really one of the first third-person action games I've done much with, so I can't really speak much to how it compares to other games, but I thought the control in this was really smooth overall. And I am doing a lot better in this playthrough than I was the first time I played, so if anyone thinks I'm good at the game, that's the only reason why, because this is like the third time I played through it.
Oh. Only the third time.
Yep.
Enemies destroyed.
Not quite.
And here's the first boss of the game.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Jesus. She sounds so calm!
Yeah, well, she's used to this. She's been a soldier for years at this point. This is just another mission. The dodge mechanic is really nice in this too. That's what that was right there.
What, that acrobatic move kind of
Yep.
thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I very graceful.
Yeah. That really defines all of her animations, I think. They really did a good job of making her seem powerful, but also graceful.
And she's a robot?
Android, yep.
Android, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, she's
Yep.
an android. So, like, that's kind of an interesting thing, because, like, nobody thinks of, like, well, okay, no, I'm just gonna say it, nobody thinks of robots as being graceful yet.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't see that happening in the next 10 years, but eventually, yeah, we do want androids to be, like, graceful with their movements, I guess.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to do. I know they've been trying to make androids that are better at walking and whatnot forever.
Yeah.
Here comes our partner, by the way.
Ooh. Oh no. Titties out! Sorry. Now I have to have this dress.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, ma'am.
Ma'am? Ma'am? But he has a mech
You're
and I like
2B,
it.
right? My name's
9S.
9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
I love 9S.
Well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Interesting.
Yep.
I like her little robo friend.
Yeah, it's cute.
It kind of reminds me of the mags from Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, I've never played that.
It's a good game. Well, it's a whole series, but
Yeah. I played Phantasy Star 4 and a little bit of 1, and that's it.
Yeah, so I played episodes 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast, which was then later ported to the GameCube.
Yep.
But I haven't played like Card Revolution, which was the one that was GameCube only, or like some of the other variations in like Phantasy Star Universe and that kind of thing. But I miss mags a lot because they were really cute, and like they had their own like special moves that they could do to help you out.
Well, this is kind of like that, so now you've got something new to love. So, anyway, just to give a little bit of more background to get into later, the names indicate what class of android each member of Yorha is. 2B means that she's a battle type with form and personality number 2. 9S is a scanner type with form and personality number 9.
I was just gonna ask if he's like a surveyor, like a scout kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah. Scanner, scout, you can think of it as any of those.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yep.
And that system kind of makes sense, weirdly, to me. Oh, hey, it's the director. I didn't know he was in the game. Cameos, of course.
Not quite the same, but we'll see the actual cameo later.
Yeah. Oh, there's an actual one?
Kind of the hat. There's a cameo of the hat.
2B? Ma'am?
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Is she a higher rank than he is?
They don't really get into the ranks much. She's just a lot more all business than he is.
Okay.
And 9S is just kind of generally, I'm trying to think of the right way to put it without just saying submissive.
Okay. Because I was like, so he's Okay, I guess. Fuck. Like.
You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like, because a lot of people just, they think of submissive in the other way, but like he just recognizes himself as her subordinate, I guess?
Pretty much, yeah, that's a better way to put it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've got a really great dynamic that evolves really nicely as the game progresses.
Okay. This is interesting camera work.
Yeah. They do a lot of cool stuff with things like this. The way that the game, even in the third-person action segments, switches between free roam and these kind of more side-scrolly stuff. It's a neat way to keep things changing up and keep you from ever getting stuck in the same gameplay patterns. Right now, we're just collecting all these items before we head in to continue the plot. And the maneuverability is really nice as well. You've got a lot of flexibility in your actions. It's not really exactly an open world game, but since there's a lot of places where it seems like you should be able to go, but you just can't. But it's very similar to that.
Okay.
Let's see, I'm trying to think how much else I should get into early. I guess I can lay out a time frame for you. So right now we're in the year I believe it's 11,945 to give you a sense of scale. And the machine war started around the year 5,000 or so. So we've been fighting
5,000?
so we've been fighting for about 6,000 years at this point. And all we've been able to do is just kind of hold ground on Earth.
Okay. So are there, like, still people?
Like
Humans, or...?
There are, but they had to evacuate the planet and head up to the moon as a base. And their only representatives on Earth right now are androids of various types. Fighting off the machines one way or another. Yorha is like the main military, but there's also a resistance of non-military androids on Earth as well that's trying to fight them off in various ways and keep the Earth in good condition for when humans eventually move back.
I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that, I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
Alright then. To be it is.
I love them. They're great. In a big sense, the entire game is kind of about their relationship. So the other types that we had at the start, the ones that ended up getting killed off that you run into now and then later, there's the H types, which I think are they're healers, like combat medics, for repair and whatnot. And there's the D type, which are defenders. They're kind of like the tanks, the frontline folks.
Mm-hmm.
But
so is there like a whole alphabet of...
They're all numbered, they're all lettered, but I don't think every letter is taken.
It's used, okay.
Yeah. And the one that was talking to us over the communicator during the mission, that was 6-0, our assigned operator. Every field unit has their own assigned operator up at the orbital bunker where everyone's based out of. They just kind of, they're sort of the intermediary between the commander and the field units. They give out orders, they do information recall, getting information that the field units need and stuff like that.
Okay. Also, this camera work kind of reminds me a bit of like this is gonna sound stupid. Sonic, like Sonic Adventure.
No,
things.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of platformy, but then like it does get more into like the over-the-shoulder kind of camera work.
This elevator's controls are locked and cannot be used.
We can't go that way just yet.
Shoot the door open. No, just kidding.
Tried it there a little bit, looks like, but it was bulletproof.
Of course.
Yeah. This is pre-recorded for the audience, by the way. I decided to do this Chrono Trigger style just to make it a little bit easier to edit and stuff.
This place
Cut
sure
out
is
some of the
big.
boring parts. Without having to make Roxie sit
What
through a lot of
boring
that.
part? No,
Weapons
just kidding.
factory, but now it's just crawling with machines. The enemy
like the
seems
music
to
a
have
lot.
repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the soundtrack in this is really great. It's very dynamic, too, the way they have it. You hear a lot you hear a lot of elements coming in and out. Certain segments will have vocal tracks coming in or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it responds to action like it does on some games, but it at least gives you that feel sometimes. But yet, right now, we're just trying to get through this abandoned factory, tracking down the Goliath-class signals that were mentioned at the start, so that we can take out the big machines that are being developed here.
So, out of curiosity, when you're, can you control the little robot dude that follows you?
Yep, it's kind of
Okay,
it's kind of like a two-stick fighter type thing. One stick for movement and the other for aiming the pod.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yep.
So I was like, and when you attack, does it like automatically hone in, or
It depends.
like
You
does
can
it
lock.
target?
You can lock onto enemies. You might notice sometimes. Oh, and here's a finisher, by the way.
Nice.
Anyway, you can lock onto enemies if you see the red sort of the red circle on enemies, that means I've locked onto them. The bullets will automatically aim towards them, and you will home towards them when you attack. But otherwise, it's just free attacking. So there's the basic gameplay here. There's 2 attack styles you can do. You can do a light attack or a heavy attack. Those are 2 different weapons you have equipped at any one time. There's sort of a combo system where you can do them in different orders. You get different effects, different power levels, that kind of thing. Sometimes even different ranges.
Okay.
And here we're unlocking a shortcut back to where we were before, so that it's easier to get back through here if we have to go around in the future. I'm just heading back down here to show that this is just where we came from. This is just going back around. I think I went in here to show that it was the same area as before. This wasn't really a new area.
Right. The swords, like, not being attached to her back, I really like that concept in a way, because
it's a nice little detail. It makes it more futuristic.
Yeah. Yeah, like, she doesn't need to strap it to her body, and you don't need to worry about, like, well, how can this person carry it? Like, okay, one, she's an android, so she is strong.
Yep.
But also, like, it just makes, I think, it probably makes animating easier.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. There's also neat things they do with it. You'll notice that some of her combos involve throwing the weapon to a distant enemy, and then after a bit it just kind of dematerializes and then pops back to her. Like, explicitly. Like, it's some kind of nanomachine thing, I think. Like, right there.
Cool.
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
So these are androids fighting machines.
Yep. Machines are just these sort of more simplistic ones here.
Yeah. Do they have any feeling about that, or?
The androids?
Yeah.
Overall...
Like, does that come up at all?
Oh, it definitely comes up. It's definitely a theme through the story. But right now, not really. They're just seen as mindless enemies. But yeah, the question of what makes a person is another big thing. That's part of the whole existentialism thing that goes on a lot in this game.
Okay.
And also a lot of blowing machines up.
Yeah. See, what I find kind of not funny, but like you use the robot a lot for, like, even though it's shooting, so it's doing like a ranged attack, but you're like in their face.
Yep. I like melee a lot more in general. Really, I should just be shooting all the time with the paw just to have the extra damage, but sometimes it's just more fun to not bother with that and just slice a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just like but just like what, because like you're attacking a crowd, but then you're still in their face and getting hit, and I'm like, back up.
Yeah.
Advice for future Idran.
I'll remember that in future. I can't say that I'll follow it, but I'll remember it.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just be watching the recording and being like, what the heck? What did I say?
And probably saying that out loud too.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone will get tired of it. But I like this game a lot so far. I had I didn't even watch the trailer for it because I knew it was a game I eventually wanted to play. Yeah. But I didn't want to get spoiled for it at all, and I'm actually amazed I still haven't gotten spoiled for it.
I'm a little bit too.
Yeah, this is all amazing.
Yeah. I might want to show you the gameplay trailer later because it doesn't have a lot in terms of story spoilers there, but it really shows off some of the later stuff too.
Okay.
Here's another one of those elevators that you can't really get to right now, just to remember for the future.
By for the future, do you mean that you can revisit this place, or like later on in this level?
Yep, there aren't...
Okay.
Well, I guess there's a couple of places that are kind of one-time only, but for the most part, there's nowhere where you're just locked off from. You can never go back there.
I know.
Mm.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions, but not a lot of them. They do a lot with the stuff they brought.
Okay.
which is always nice. It makes things seem a little bit more fleshed out, that you don't just leave an area and then it never matters again. So these guys, I think the pod said specifically, but they're shielded, which means you have to destroy the shields before you can use bullets on them. Or you can just hit them from the back.
Hit them from the back, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, enough melee damage and their shields get destroyed, and then you can shoot them as normal. And one nice thing that I show off later is every enemy type that you encounter in the game, there's sort of an encyclopedia in your menu you can use to see the details about it, some more information, and just see the model animations and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore that you can pick up in this game. This is also a sequel, by the way, to Nier Gestalt, which was a game, I think, for the PS2 that wasn't especially popular, not near as much as this one was. I haven't played it myself. I know a lot of the story about it, but I still want to go back and actually play it at some point. And then that game was kind of a sequel to an even earlier one from Yoko Taro called Drakengard. And all of these are kind of... They kind of have similar narrative themes, from what I understand, similar story elements overall, and there are definitely a lot of callbacks to both in Nier Automata, and I'll try and point those out as I know them and recognize them in the game, just for a little bit more context. But yeah, one common element for Yoko Taro's games is extremely depressing, so get ready for that too.
But couldn't find
great.
anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
He's not much for happy endings.
Of course.
Really, the environmental design is so spot on.
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Yeah, you can see the ruined city there in the background that nature's started to reclaim pretty heavily. The androids don't really have much need for infrastructure and whatnot, so they haven't bothered to, like, resettle areas like that. They just have their own individual camps. Most of what they're doing to try and keep the planet in order for when humanity does eventually come back is just keeping the environment and whatnot in good condition. I believe that this area specifically is meant to be either the west coast of the US or Japan. I'm not sure offhand, but I know it's somewhere that's on the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird... There's been some weird stuff that's happened to Earth since then, though. Like, for example, day and night doesn't happen anymore.
There should be another facility across
Christ.
that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
I'm just going to say it. 2B has a great strut.
She has a what?
A great strut.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard.
Alert. High-power jamming detected.
Now
No
more of these.
response from long-range communications.
Except
Doesn't
two of
matter.
this one.
I'll just take him out.
I love how cool you feel whenever you're in any kind of fight in this game. And you can also see the lock on there. That's what that red signal means, or symbol on that on the enemy behind it just now.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, that's a... What is this thing that we're even fighting? Like, it looks like it's just like a manufacturing...
It is, yeah. It's a
machine?
repurposed mining rig.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Speaking of repurposed mining rig.
Is this the Goliath?
Yep.
Oh boy, Jesus Christ. It has a face! Warning! Yeah, no shit, warning.
It's got so much energy going through it that sometimes its limbs just burst into flames like that.
Oh god.
And if it doesn't constantly let steam out of those chimneys on top of it, it'd just explode.
Well. Maybe it should.
Maybe it should. I think the item menu is pretty smooth too. You just hit down cross on the D-pad, bring the menu there, and you can just pick the items up from there. All the control schemes in this game are honestly pretty intuitive. They're pretty easy to get a handle of in practice. You're rarely fumbling for something in a fight, I've noticed.
Yeah. Also, like, that she gets up even with, like, a fucking acrobatic, like, turn.
There's also two types of dodges, by the way. When you're just dodging normally, all you do is it's just a quick sprint in a single direction. The sort of more animated one is a perfect dodge, when you have to dodge right when an attack would have hit. And you get a slight damage boost immediately afterwards. Here's 9S.
What's your status?
This is the target
Hey!
I'm going to destroy.
This is the Goliath.
Right.
Oh, I see.
2B is all business all the time.
Alert. Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
I love the pod.
Oh boy.
Going to get attacked. I would suggest not getting attacked. So the pods, in addition to being range support for the individual Yorha units, are also sort of analysts and advisors for current situations. It's unclear how much they are AI, at least at this point. They go a little bit more into it later in the game. But they're fun companions.
Hacking in.
And support units can also hack other devices like that.
Boost!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
9S!
Oh shit.
S!
9S black box signal detected. No
What?
response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Wait, do they all have a black box?
Yep. It's not the sort you're thinking of, which I
Okay.
thought at first too, so I won't go into the details since I think that's the
Okay.
intention for what you're supposed to think, but yeah, they do.
Okay.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications.
Just so long as an android is still alive, the black box is still active.
Okay. So that's why they're saying, like,
Yep.
and that's why she's Russian.
Yep. And why she's not bothering to fight these little
That was
machines.
a jump! She leapt forward onto the
Yep.
ladder.
9S!
Ah, shit.
It's not in very good shape right now.
Nope.
I have to help 9S. I have to repair him. Pod, get me staunching gel and logic virus vaccines. Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair in
Shut up!
current...
Just do what I say!
2B. Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
All right.
Emotions are prohibited, Roxie.
Yeah, no shit. Is he dead? He's very weak.
Yeah. We had a pretty good idea before this, but that big red laser blast pretty much confirms that this is what killed the companions off at the start.
Ah, yeah, okay.
It talks? I didn't know the machines had that kind of intelligence.
2B. I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support. The control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Oh, 9S.
He's still doing his job.
Yeah. Very devoted.
Oh shit.
Control of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point.
Got it. See this control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
I love this.
Sick!
I love this so much.
You just die already!
Ow.
Well, at least we did it.
But at what cost?
Talk about bringing the battle to them. 2B.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
Welp.
That's not what you want.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Is that how they're gonna take this out?
Yep.
It was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
Oh my god! What the fuck?! No!
That's episode 1 for this LP.
I like that that's like the last thing on the video is my screaming no.
Oh no, we're still in the video right now.
Well, yeah, but like...
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah. It'd still be good if you just cut it at the after the no.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, I'm opening... Fucking hell!
Any thoughts at the end of that? Besides just screaming?
I guess I thought so when he said the black box is ready, and I was like, ah, shit. It's a bomb!
Yeah,
They're bombs!
It's like the inner power source for the androids.
Yeah.
Some kind of reactor or something.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Does that mean they're backed up, though?
They get into that in the next episode, but I'll tell you right now, yeah, they do back up their personalities up to the orbital bunker where they're from, and they can re-download them to new bodies from there.
Okay, so that's... I guess that makes sense with what... So, like, even though she lost her companions in the beginning, like, are they backed up and it's fine, it's no issue?
Yep. It depends.
Weird,
it depends
though.
if they're able to. It depends on if they're able to in time. Otherwise, obviously, there's going to be like a backlog. They're going to be refreshed from some previous point and lose memories.
Yeah. See, that's what's weird to me because the way that 2B acted seemed like there was only the one copy of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's that one iteration.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's like, why were you fighting so hard when, like, he's just gonna be back, like, he's backed up. You don't have to worry. He's gonna have another copy. So that makes me feel like she has more of a sensitivity to their existence, maybe, than the rest of them normally do.
They do get more into that as things go on, by the way. They go a lot into the details behind all this, and that is definitely one of the things that does eventually get resolved.
Okay.
But that's a very interesting thing that you noticed early on, because I didn't catch that the first time I played through, but it is a good point to keep in mind.
Yeah, because, like, if she was like, no, like, shut up, just do what I say, and I'm like, if their main thing is to be soldiers, she would have moved on. She would have been like, all right, that's, soldiers fall in battle.
Yep.
And it's okay because we just come back. But she was really emotional about it. But androids don't show emotion, so it's like, what is actually going on here? Yep.
You'll also notice that a lot of androids are more flexible on that somewhat than 2B tends to be.
Yeah.
It's not a very well enforced regulation, I'll say.
What, of no emotions? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. I like 9S. He seems to show, like, his own personality a lot.
No, he's adorable. I love him. That's the couple cosplay I meant for you and Ambi.
Okay.
I think Ambi would be a cute 9S.
Does anybody, like, ship them? Like, are they usually
they're one of the big ships in the fandom, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know why, but, like, because I've seen the guy before, but, like, for some reason I was, like, worried that, like, oh god, what if they're, like, siblings kind of in a way, but that's fine.
No.
They're androids, how the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, unless you think about, like, I guess in a weird sense you could say that all androids are siblings, but no, there's no kind of family relations or anything like that among androids.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Alright, cool.
Also, nearly all the Yorhai androids are women, and so
nearly
there's a lot of...
all the what?
All the Yorhai androids are women. The scanners are the only ones that are male. So there's also a lot of gay relationships that get brought up in this game, which is really nice.
Nice.
Alright, so on to episode 2.